Have you noticed how in these days Israel is being increasingly isolated and also accused of all kinds of evils, all this with less and less sympathy and compassion? We can see that this in the way the media reports the events in the Middle East. It came to a point that Israel is almost all the time depicted as the culprit, as the aggressor. Notice that these voices are silent when Muslims kill Muslims in and around the Middle East as well as in Africa. But when Israel is implicated in any way, voices of hatred rise against it. We see even in the Western countries that there is less and less compassion for the Jewish people, and we are hearing many very strange situations that aren't even triggering a reaction. For instance, did you know the IDF recently discovered that 2 journalists of a well-known and well-established media, Al Jazeera, were Hamas commanders. One of them was exposed just last week with another was revealed to have accompanied terrorists into Israel during the October 7 massacre. The IDF revealed evidence that was obtained from a laptop they found in a tunnel in Gaza. But no one really raised a complaint about it. But this is not all. They also found out that many UN workers in the Gaza Strip helped and even took part in the murderous assault of October 7th, using UN vehicles to enter Israel. Can you imagine that? And to add to all this past week, the UN Under-Secretary General Martin Griffiths, a very high-ranking political figure, said, and I quote, "Hamas is not a terrorist group. For us, of course, as you know," he says, "it is a political movement." No, we did not know that. We did not know that a group of people who puts live babies in an oven and who committed such barbarous acts as those in October 7, ones that can be compared to a Canaanite rituals, could now be a political party. And that definition came from a very high level of authority within the United Nations of this world. Clearly, the world is getting ready for the prophecy of Zechariah, where the Lord says in Zechariah 14:2, "For I will gather all the nations against Jerusalem to battle," and listen to the rest, "and the city will be captured, the houses plundered, the women ravished, and half of the city exiled. But the rest of the people will not be cut off from the city." Well, and so sadly, this is still a prophecy for the end. It seems that the world is in a hurry to begin fulfilling this very prophecy even today. See how close the Zechariah prophecy parallels to what happened in October 7. They entered the land of Israel and killed many and plundered the houses and ravished the women and took with them even the elderly and the children captives. The prophecy is so close to the recent event. Then they convinced themselves that they were finally bringing a final blow to the Jewish people. But I want to tell you, this will never happen. Israel will always be, and for eternity, and timing of the fulfillment of this prophecy is in God's hand, not theirs. Now the question is, what will happen to Israel in the near future? There is one individual, one prophet, who was given a vision of the things that would come over this small piece of land, Israel, very shortly. And I want to tell you, it is so encouraging and faith-strengthening for this prophet, Habakkuk Hanavi, tells us that in the face of such mounting hatred among many who are aligning themselves against Israel, Yeshua HaMashiach, that is Jesus Christ, will show up to save his people Israel, and very soon. He will do this in such a mighty way, with all his glory and power, in a manner the world has never known or seen him before. Yeshua will stop these aberrations that we today are witnessing. I want to tell you, if only Israel, the Jewish nation, could read this powerful description of the Messiah's second coming that we have in Habakkuk, they would be encouraged. So it is my prayer that we will all be uplifted and motivated to go and share this piece of news with the world, with everyone, especially because these events have never been so imminent, so close to happening, that is. Not forgetting the principle, by the way, in Romans 2:9, where Paul says there will be tribulation and anguish for every soul of man who does evil, to the Jew first, and then to the other nations. What is happening to Israel is an indication, a warning of things coming over other nations. Israel is a harbinger of things to come.